Now, Mr. Wu, where were you born
I born in China.
and whereabouts in China?
China in the country Chinatown, the province called Chinatown. Chinatown, that's, you know.
And when were you born?
I born in the 8/6/1924.
So when did you come to the UK?
I come UK and since 1948. I joined ship 1947. You know, the nearly about ended November, and joined ship in Shanghai, and came to London. That be 1948, January, like, you know. And my brother, he was bosun on the ship because the one war finished, 1945. My brother go back home, and he see me mother, like say, and when he see me in the country, like, you know, and he said, I take you out, go for the seafaring, like, you know.
So
I never know, like, seafarer, you know, not very good to me, like, you know, it's very hard working, see. And well, that time you what gonna do, like, you know, I mean, me home with on the farm, like, you know. So anyway, I come out with my brother and come to London, and then go back to Hong Kong, and then, you know, back for, and then I leave London, come to Liverpool.
So where did you live when you arrived in the UK?
When I coming from London, living same place in here. That place used to belong to Now Street, the old days. Now they all changed it, called Pan Mill now. You know, the old house, and take it up, build the new house.
So where
You used to
were,
got the David Lewis here. Well, I don't think you know because, you know, take it down all a long time.
so where we're sitting right now,
Yeah,
you lived here
Yeah.
before in the sailor's home?
yeah. Now it's they call it the boarding house, because that boarding house belong to the Blue Funnel companies.
So is it mainly Blue Funnel people that live here
Oh yes,
now?
everybody on a ship. If you leave a ship, you have to stay in the boarding house, and then, you know, maybe a couple of weeks or a couple of days, transfer to another ship, stay in the boarding house. But, you know, seamen don't need the water, don't have to pay. We got to eat meal, everything, you know, somebody cook, like it. But the crew don't need to pay anything. They're all the responsibility of the companies pay. That's
So-
what they call boarding house.
Where did you live when you got to London, or did you come straight to Liverpool?
No, London don't stay. Come from London straight to come Liverpool.
You came to the UK because your brother went to see your mother
Yeah,
and
and he brought me out.
how old were you then?
Well, at that time, I don't know. I'm born in 1924. Joined ship 1947 there.
23?
24. I thought, yeah, about 23 or 24, something like that.
So
Yeah.
can you confirm what your official title was on board the ship?
I bought the ship on sailor. You know, we got ship got the 3 department, and the deck department, engine room department, steward department. Steward, like, you know, and they look up the office, like a engineer office, you know, like just like a waiter, something like that, you know, the steward. And the engine room for the engine, you know, ship sailing, the engine room, they call it engine room. I'm on the deck.
So how did you become a sailor?
Well, my brother is the bosun, is deck department, see. So I have to with him, like you say, on the deck.
And where did you work?
On the deck, you know, like a ship on the deck on the top. Engine room in the bottom, like the engine room, like, you know.
And what did you do on the deck?
Do deck, like clean the ship and do the paint. Like, you know, when the ship alive, you have to go, you know. So that's the do.
What type of ship was it? Was it a passenger ship?
A couple of passengers. Not many, like, you know, only about 10 passengers. Like, you know, sometimes not full, you know, only a couple. Not proper like taller ship, though, you know, it's a different, like, you know. But this ship is different with the tall. Only cargo ship, you know, we do the cargoes.
What type of cargo was it?
All different kind, like.
Can you describe a typical day? Can you remember one day that you worked on board the ship?
No, I don't think you know, we get used to on the ship every day, you know, and Sunday we, you know, less, not working Sunday. If you work on Sunday, you get overtime. You know, the old days very small money, the overtime, like, you know, on the ships.
So what were your working hours?
Working out from the 8 to 5, from morning 8 to 5. 8 o'clock to 5 o'clock.
And then what did you do after 5 o'clock?
Nothing. Some you know, play games. Or, you know, some if you don't gamble, so go sleep, rest. If you some like play cards or play Chinese game like a mahjong or whatever, like they want to, you know, you can.
So what were the sleeping and the eating arrangements?
Oh, the sleeping, you got ship, you got a cabin there. Every ship all the same. Got a cabin on the ship.
Did you share the cabin?
Oh yeah, every cabin got 2.
Was it like bunk beds?
Bunk bed, yeah.
What else was in the cabin? A sink, maybe?
No, you got like some, you know, like that cabin, you know, like it is one on top, one on bottom, like that. Not like a separate on this side, no. Only, you know, top and bottom like it.
What about toilets and things?
Yeah, toilet. We got the toilet on the outside the toilet room, and the wash, you know, the bathroom, the separate. You can't put in the cabin, no. Got separate. You got the bathroom and toilet, you know, all the separate.
So was the cabin quite small?
Oh yeah.
So what were the eating arrangements?
Oh, eating, we got a cook, ship's cook. All got a cook. 3 departments all got a cook. You know, deck department got the cook. Engine room got the engine room cook. Stew cook. Stew eat it in the galley, like, you know, chief cook. They all there. Them.
And what
Chief
was
cook your meal for the office. Engineer, like, you know, do for them. So they eat it on that. In the galley, in the cook, you know. And the sailor, engine room, you know, all different space, like.
Was the food good?
Well, food, you know, but all the, you know, like old days, when you at the sea, all the frozen food, you can't eat the flesh one. You got no flesh food, no. So like, you know, everybody get used to like.
So did you sit with all the other sailors?
Oh yeah, we got a long table like.
What medical care was there on board?
Oh, the medical care. Some ship got the doctor. Not proper doctor like on the ships. When if you get ill, they want the ship alive with the port. You go on the shore to stream like. And some got the medicine on the ship. Depend like what kind or headache or something like that. Not proper. Only for the temporary because not very long. The sailing. If you like from here and sailing from Liverpool, maybe only 2 days, like to another port, and the longest boat, say like about 13 days, 14 days. That's the longest.
Was there a dentist on board?
No dentist. No.
Did anybody ever become very ill on board?
Well, if you're very ill, no, very, very small, sure. If you're very ill, and they bring to the emergency, like, the airplane, they, like, come to take. But it's a very, very small, never heard that, like,
How long did you spend at sea each time?
Well, each time they, like, sailing from today, start sailing to Hong Kong, about 35 days to Hong Kong.
So
you stay all port like and you go to from here and then sailing to Egypt and to Red Sea, they all go Singapore, Hong Kong and Portsmouth, like some ship go to depend what the ship going to, all different ship, different.
So you were saying that in London, it was the Glen Line?
Yeah.
With the red funnel?
Red, yeah.
And in Liverpool?
It's a blue funnel, yeah. Because it's the same company, all the same.
How long did you spend on land in between trips?
Well, say like only a couple of days, like, only one, if you say like from Hong Kong, come to Liverpool, and we always in the grass and dock. When everything cargo, take off, and some they're loading the cargo, and then go coast here, like go to the Germany, Holland, like Belgium, and come back to Birkenhead, and then stay about 1 week, and then we sail.
Did you have to go down to the dock to see if there was another ship in, or were you called?
Oh yeah, go to the docks. That's when I work on the shore in the office, I have to go to ship every morning. When I start from home, go to ship, grass and dock, because I live in the Crosby, see, and come to the office, Nelson Street. So same way. So I go ship first, see everybody's all right, like a check, any problem. So mostly no problem, like.
So when did you live in Crosby?
I live in Crosby 1963, 1964.
Is that when you were married?
Yeah.
So were you paid regularly on time?
Oh yes. The company paid we paid the monthly, like,
And how did that compare to what non-Chinese seamen were being paid? Were they being paid the same?
Oh, no, different. Like with the Chinese crew, that amount, English is more higher. About twice that. That's why the company used the Chinese crew, because the cheaper labor.
And did that cause trouble with other people?
No, no trouble. I mean, that time, you know, after war, people get a job. It's very lucky to get a job. Some people couldn't get that job.
Was it enough to subsidise your living?
Oh, yeah. Should be living enough.
And how did your colleagues treat you?
Well, my colleague treat me is all I like. Well, we, you know, all the friends, like, you know, and well, I started working in the office in 1955, 56.
Was that the Blue Funnel office?
Yeah, in the office, because of my when I in the 1951 I in the hospital. That time TB, I work on the ship that they, you know, the blood, you know, come out. So when the ship go to in London, and they say you had to go to Liverpool, see the doctor. So that's what come to Liverpool. That time I already in Liverpool. I've been coast, like, you know, coast to the coasting, because when we go to work in the coasting, that crew come back to Liverpool, come to the Liverpool school. So my brother, he teacher. That's where they all crew coming here, come Liverpool. We go there to relieve the crew.
So what was the office in Nelson Street called?
Nelson Street just called Blue Furnish office. That's it.
Okay.
Nothing
Now,
special.
could you just explain, your brother ran the lifeboat school?
Lifeboat instructor. Is the teacher.
So the ships would come to Liverpool and they would go and get taught?
Yeah, they go to the school. The crew go to a school.
And you'd go and coast?
And yeah, we work on the ship. When the coast come back, and everybody being examined again, be ready. So they go back to ship, we leave, and we stay in the boarding house like that, you know.
And then
The old days like that.
your brother became ill, and you taught?
Yeah, well, I go ill and in hospital since 1951 until 1955. And then 1955, when I come out after, my brother go hospital. So when my brother go hospital, so no one take my brother job. The Mr. Smith, he's the boss, the manager, and he phoned me and asked me to take over to my brother job. I say to him, I said, don't think so. I can't manage. He said, because nobody can do that. So he asked me, and he said, do your best when you try to do. So that's what I take over to my brother job. Because that time I already learned the English in the hospital. Otherwise I wouldn't, you know, I wouldn't manage, like you see. So that's what I tried to take my brother job.
So how did you learn to speak English?
I learned to speak English in the hospital. When in hospital, one day English lad, you know, he teach me in the morning. I had to give reply to afternoon. Well, when he gave me the words like that, see, like a bosun, I don't know what the bosun mean is. I have to look at the dictionary, English Chinese dictionary. So I look at what that mean is. That's what how do I learn. But you know, that's what I say now. Before, like now, how can I learn the English? Before, you know, everything when I see, just like a camera, they call it the cameraman. I can see, never forget. I like, you know, with Chinese on the ship, we got two kind of people. We call it the Shanghainese. I'm the Shanghainese. Another crew, the Cantonese. The language is a little bit different, like, you know. But we got two parties. When I work in the office, like, you know, no make any difference to me. All the Chinese, the only language is a little bit different. Cantonese, Shanghainese, like, talk, like, some don't understand each other, like, if you Cantonese, I'm Chinese. When you talk, I don't know what talking about. When I talk, you don't know what I'm talking about. Some people, if you know that, it's all right, like,
Was there or is there any discrimination within Chinese groups? Like, are some Chinese people from villages and some?
Oh, no.
It's not like
No.
that? No.
I mean, especially the old days when I came into England, not like that. Not like, old days, no. Never any discrimination, like,
Yeah.
Never heard about it.
Were you satisfied with your job?
Oh, yeah. Well, first I was worried, like, in case I couldn't manage it, like, and after the couple of months, I learned, and it's all right.
So can you explain your answer? Why were you worried about it?
Well, worry, if you go teach it, the people maybe wrong, like, that's what me worry. I got the book, like you see, and I have to read the book before go teach them.
What type of things did you teach them?
Teach the Liverpool.
How health and safety and
Yeah.
very important job.
Yeah.
So what did you like about that job?
Well, that job was all right. After that job, and then I take the crew in charge because my brother do that. So I take all of everything like his job to crew in charge, like the some crew like leave a ship or sick or something like that, and you have to put it back, replace to them. To the change it over all the time, like fix and take that job as well.
Was there anything that you didn't like about the job?
No, so like.
So how did your family and your working life fit together?
Well, family like my wife, she didn't bother me, like she never any instruct me like long after work. I don't go home there early like. From morning out and maybe go home about, if I go before 12, that's lucky. Every day like that.
12 at night?
Yeah.
What time did you go out in the morning?
In the morning, 8 o'clock, 8:30. I'm go down to the ship. Go down the ship and 9 o'clock go to the office. Every day like that.
So was your wife waiting for you when you got home?
Oh no, she knows. I do the job. She wouldn't bother me like.
How long did you work as a sailor for?
I work in sailor for 1947 to 1951, and then I go sick. That's what I do on the ship. And then, after come out, and the immigration want to chase me away, like, one not allowed to stay in England. That's what I get married. Otherwise, I wouldn't marry. I got a wife in China. I mean, that time, the communists, Chinese revolution, like, the communists take over. In here, you can't go back to China. That time it is very difficult to, like, can't go to China, can't stay in England. What gonna do? You have to marry. If you don't marry, you can't stay in England. So I have to marry in England.
So how did the immigration try to get rid of you? What did they do?
That time, say, the immigrants not allowed to foreign people stay in England, especially Chinese. Like I don't know whether other country people. I don't know. That time, according to myself, I'm not allowed to stay.
So you were lucky because lots of men just got taken off the street and sent back.
Oh, that's in the 1946. Oh no, Yeah, 1945, 46, yeah, 1946.
And they called it Chinese repatriation?
Yeah. Lots of people, 2,600. But I didn't know. That's my brother told me. But I'm not here, like, he knows. He was lucky that time, we still work on the ship. The boatswain, like, so, not the Buffalo, other ship, like, other ship company.
So
He's
was
still
that
working.
the government and the police that?
Yeah, I think that the government, like, it's a government very bad at that time, treated the people like I mean, they should have the seamen, they should have get the reward when the wartime is,
Because
work on a ship.
they helped win the war.
Yeah. That's why I always say that the government very bad at that time.
So there were lots of young women with children, weren't there?
Yeah.
Who were left?
Lots of people here got the wife, their children here. Got children, got mother, no father. And I got a couple of they to ask me to find the father. And I only found the one, but not find the family in China.
Somebody said that lots of people were shot when they went back to China.
Yeah.
Is that true?
I don't know. I don't know if they shot in China. I don't think so. Like
No.
no.
You don't think that, John?
I don't think they shot in China. No.
On a boat. I think somebody must have made that up. So how long did you work as a lifeboat teacher?
Well, a lifeboat teacher from 1950, 55, come out 56, from 56.
And when did you retire?
1970. Because 1969, we was in office the Nelson Street. And then we moved to Indian Building. Because Indian Building is head office. See, in Chinese, only Chinese department.
And what building is it in Nelson Street?
Oh, not just, like the capital city.
It's opposite the New Capital restaurant.
New Capital Restaurant.
On the corner.
In the corner, that's where our office. Used to belong to our office. Yeah. And 1969, and they moved to Indian Building.
So how old were you when you retired?
1970. 70, 80,
52?
90, something like that. Say 70, 80, 90, 100, 110. Yeah, 42 years now. Oh, we got on business. That's why I leave a company, see, because too many things. I got the shop, got a chip shop, restaurants.
How many restaurants?
Only one in Victoria Street.
Okay.
They call it Shanghai.
Oh,
now.
did you have that?
Yeah, we got it first. And then change it one way. So you can't park. So, business go there. So that's what we sold it.
I think it still looks the same as it did, didn't it?
Oh, yeah, they're still there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still there. That's what first we opened.
So you had a chip shop?
And a chip shop in Highton. Yeah.
Did your wife
We
work
got
in
a
the
load
chip?
of friend who, I got the staff to work on the ship, on the chippy. Like you don't need a me wife to.
So what did you do when you retired from the chippy
I retired, from the
restaurant?
office, and then we got on with. No reason why, because I leave at the office. Went in the Nelson Street. I do my own job. I can anytime anytime I can work out. Do my own job. When go to Indian Building, you can't go out from 9 to 5. Just like a jail. So that's what I don't like. I retired. My brother, he take over.
Oh, so he came back when he was well?
Yeah.
So were there any big turning points in your career?
Well, that's what I said. Like, you know, I'll be quite happy. Me, you know, satisfy me life. Like, you know, and when I work in office, I can help the people. Well, you know, what I can do everything for them. That's what the people. Lots of people know me. It's very good. You know, they give me back. Like, I mean, I help to the people like in charge with the crew. I give the promotion, like, you know, anything like increase the wages, try to help them, like, you know, and sailor and promotion to the quartermaster, like you got right in there, say all different, like, you know, try to help them. And then you get the retirement, like, you know, get the retirement for the holiday money, you know, get that help to them.
So that was a turning point in your career when you stopped being a sailor and you could help people.
Yeah. If I'm working ship, you know, myself, I can't do nothing. When I work in the office, it's different, like, you know, it's a different, like, because you know, the boss trusts me. What I say, he do take me words, like, say, they never any objection, like, you know. I say to, like, John, I want John, he should say that I want a promotion to quartermaster, you know. And the boss say, oh, all right, you do yourself, you don't need to ask me. Because he trusts me, see. I do everything, I get on the ship, no trouble, that's it. In 60s, that time, a lot of trouble with the communists. And the Green Line, you know, lot of trouble. The one time, the boss sent me to Green Line with the ships, the strike. The reason why, one day carpenter on the board off sick, and when they come London, and they want to replace the carpenter, because that time we got no spareman here, no spare the carpenter here. So they say if you don't put the carpenter, we're not sailing. Just stay on the wharf. So I mean, you can't do that. And the boss he asked me that night about 8 o'clock. He come to the club, and he coming. I thought, so what the hell is he come for? And he said, could you help me? I said, what do you mean help you? I asked you to help me, not you asked me to help. No, he told me, he said that because tomorrow you have to go to London. The one ship, the carpenter is sick. We haven't got carpenter here. London haven't got any spare man. So because the ship don't want to sail, they want to wait till the carpenter replacement come in, the ship sail. I mean, if you get the replacement, they how many days cost? Not like now, you get the flight. Oh, they've got no flight, only by the ship. So, you know, take a month, over the months like it. So I go down to London, and then I sort out, like, you know, I say to the no spareman in Liverpool. I say, if you want to replace it, I said, all right, I'll work on the ship. Are you satisfied? Oh, no, he said. I don't want you to work in company. You've never been working on ship a long time now. I said, there's nobody in Liverpool. I promise, when you ship the coast, come back to London, I got the man already for you. And then said, oh, they could get a meeting they talk about, 1 o'clock they meet, they get a meeting. Every day they got a meeting on the ship. That time the communists, even the office didn't like to work at the clean line. Ship go China. Because say something, the office maybe communists took it off. Take off the ship. So that's what they the English, the office, they don't like to go to the China.
So you couldn't go back to see your wife and your mother, could you?
No. Before that, see, when after I married here, and now I got allowed to back to England. I can go in. I only first time go to 1957. I came out in 1947, and first time go to 1957 because I got a wife. I got married here.
Yeah.
That's why I first time go China. That time no flight, only I get a ship. Go China, go Hong Kong.
Did you send money to?
Oh, send the money. Yeah, we send that every month. We got allotment. That's what all the seamen all the same. Everybody got that allotment.
Did you have any children in China?
No. That time.
So how many children do you have?
I got 5 here.
Basically, you were very important for Blue Funnel.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And are you the oldest sailor now from Blue Funnel in Liverpool?
Oh, now, yeah.
How many
Yeah.
friends have you got now?
Oh, not many now. That's what I say. Like on the Monday, about 4 or 5 now. They older younger me, but I older them 2 years old, something like that.
So what type of people live in here?
Here,
Yeah.
all the pension, the
Yeah.
Chinese, English, couple of English here. And that's what I say. I came into England from London to Liverpool, stayed here, and then I married. Live in Liverpool all over the places, and when I retire, come back at the same place. Come here.